Now settle in for the tale of a man who climbed too high. For this is a story about what happens when ambition whispers in your ear and turns your destiny into a nightmare. In a far-off kingdom there lived a valiant warrior named Macbeth. He was known throughout the land for his bravery and skill in battle. But little did he know that fate had a cruel twist in store for him. One day, while returning from a victorious battle, Macbeth and his friend Banquo encounter 3 strange women in the forest. They were the Weird Sisters, and they prophesied that Macbeth would one day become king. This sparked a flame of ambition within him, a desire for power that had never been there before. Now, normally, this prophecy wouldn't have fazed Macbeth. He was a loyal and honorable warrior, content with his life as it was. But his wife, Lady Macbeth, was a woman with eyes only for power. When she heard the prophecy, her mind raced with possibilities. She saw the path to the throne and was determined to walk it, even if it meant sacrificing her soul. She turned to her husband, her eyes gleaming with ambition, and whispered, "My dearest Macbeth, do you really have no desire to be king?" Her words were like a dagger to his heart. How could he deny his wife, the one person whose love and approval meant everything to him? And so, consumed by his desire to please his wife and driven by the prophecy, Macbeth began to plot the downfall of King Duncan. The king was a good and gracious ruler, and Macbeth felt a pang of guilt with every step he took towards his dark goal. But his wife's icy ambition was a constant reminder of the price he'd pay if he refused to take action. Finally, he gave in to the whispers of his ambition. One fateful night, as the king slept peacefully in Macbeth's castle, he crept into his chamber. With a heavy heart, Macbeth took the king's life and claimed the throne for himself. At first, it felt good, like he'd finally achieved his destiny. But soon, the thrill of power faded, leaving behind a gnawing fear and paranoia. Each night, he was haunted by the ghost of King Duncan, a constant reminder of the blood he'd spilled. His days were filled with plotting and scheming as he tried to outmaneuver his enemies and secure his hold on the throne. He became a tyrant, ruling with an iron fist, his every waking moment consumed by the fear of losing what he had so desperately sought after. Meanwhile, Banquo, his once loyal friend, had become a thorn in his side. The prophecy that Macbeth had become king had not included Banquo's descendants, but Banquo still hoped for his children to become kings someday. This didn't sit well with Macbeth, and he ordered for Banquo to be killed. As the play unfolds, we see how Macbeth's ambition and his wife's lust for power destroyed them both. Their kingdom, once prosperous and happy, descended into chaos and despair under their tyrannical rule. Crops failed, the people suffered, and even the natural world seemed to reflect the darkness in Macbeth's heart. In the end, Macbeth's daughter, born of his loins and his sins, brings about his downfall. Malcolm, the rightful heir to the throne, returns with an army to reclaim what was rightfully his. Macduff, whose family Macbeth had slaughtered, joins the fight, seeking vengeance for his people and his family. At the final battle, Macbeth, realizing his time has come, prepares to meet his demise. He faces Macduff in a one-on-one combat, and true to the prophecy, Macduff slays the tyrant, ending his reign of terror. As Macbeth's head rolls to the ground, his ambition, which had brought him so much pain and suffering, finally comes to an end. So remember, dear audience, the tale of Macbeth, a man who dared to dream too big and in doing so, forgot the value of what he truly had.